Hey everyone, welcome back to GenAI's Mac News. Let's kick things off with some exciting intel about WWDC 2026. According to Apple Insider and Mac Rumors, Apple has registered a brand new subdomain called GenAI, apple.com ahead of next month's developer conference. Now, the page isn't live yet, but this discovery basically confirms what we've been hearing. AI is going to be absolutely massive at WWDC. Apple's already got an Apple Intelligence page on their site, so this dedicated GenAI domain suggests the company is preparing something really special. We'll know for sure when the keynote kicks off on June 8th, but all signs point to Apple finally delivering on those big AI promises they made last year. Now let's talk about what's actually coming to your devices. According to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman reporting for Mac Rumors, iOS 27 is going to completely redesign how you manage your AirPods. The settings menu is getting a major overhaul. We're talking better organization, streamlined controls, and a way more functional layout. This is huge if you've been frustrated trying to tweak your AirPods settings buried in the preferences. But that's not all. As reported by 9to5Mac, Apple's also giving its image generation tools a massive visual upgrade. You know Image Playground and Genmoji? Yeah, those have been pretty rough quality-wise. Well, Apple's working on significantly better AI models that should actually produce images worth looking at. The company's really trying to turn things around with Apple Intelligence across the board. Here's something you might not expect. Apple is adding Google Cast support to iPhones with iOS 27. Now, before you think Apple's suddenly playing nice with Google, there's actually a regulatory reason for this. According to Apple Insider and 9to5Mac, the European Union's Digital Markets Act is basically forcing Apple's hand. Starting with iOS 27, European users will be able to use Google Cast and other third-party streaming protocols right alongside AirPlay at the system level. This is a big deal because it breaks down Apple's control over the streaming ecosystem on iOS. While the feature will likely roll out in the EU first, similar to how Apple handled third-party app stores, it shows how regulation is reshaping what Apple can do with its own platforms. All right, here's one that's got the rumor mill spinning fast. According to Mac Rumors, Apple might not be releasing a new MacBook Pro at all. Instead, we could be getting something called the MacBook Ultra. This would position it above the Pro as Apple's absolute top-tier laptop, similar to how the Apple Watch Ultra sits above the regular Apple Watch line. What's really interesting is that the current M5 Pro and M5 Max models would stick around even after a MacBook Ultra launches. So we're potentially looking at a completely new product category here, not just a refresh. Mac Rumors is reporting that rumors suggest this could pack features that truly justify the Ultra name, though we don't know exactly what those are yet. This would be huge because it'd give creative professionals and power users a machine that's even more capable than the Pro line. Shifting gears to your wrist. According to both Mac Rumors and 9to5Mac, watchOS 27 is keeping things pretty low-key compared to the iOS excitement happening. Apple's focusing on stability rather than flashy new features, which honestly makes sense. The big update coming to your Apple Watch is improved heart rate tracking. Mark Gurman reported in his Power On newsletter that this is where the real development effort is going. Now, you might remember hearing about Project Mulberry, Apple's AI health coach. That's still in development, but it probably won't launch with watchOS 27. It'll likely come later in the release cycle. So if you're hoping for revolutionary watch changes at WWDC, temper those expectations. But if you've been wanting better health monitoring, watchOS 27 should deliver on that front. If you love photography, iOS 27 has some good news for you. According to 9to5Mac, Apple is upgrading the camera app with new features building on last year's redesign. But here's the really cool part. The Photos app is getting AI-enhanced editing tools that should make it way easier to touch up your shots without needing Photoshop. We're talking smart editing features powered by Apple Intelligence. So whether you're capturing moments or refining them afterward, iOS 27 is giving photographers more control and better tools right out of the box. Combined with everything else we've talked about, it seems like iOS 27 is really about making Apple's built-in apps feel more powerful and capable. Now let's switch gears and talk accessories. If you're rocking an iPhone 16 or newer, Anker just released something worth checking out. According to 9to5Mac, Anker's new 25W Prime MagSafe 3-in-1 is a game changer for travelers. It charges your iPhone at full 25W MagSafe speeds. And here's the kicker. It has active cooling built right in, which helps protect your battery during fast charging. The whole thing comes in a super portable design that won't destroy your luggage. And if you're shopping this weekend, MacRumors is reporting that Anker's 3-in-1 Prime wireless charging station is down to just $104.99 on Amazon, a solid discount from the usual $149.99. So whether you're looking for a travel charger or a desktop solution, Anker's got some solid deals happening right now. Before we wrap up, let me hit you with some deals that are happening right now. First up, Apple Insider is reporting that the 14-inch MacBook Pro with M5 Pro is getting hit with a $300 discount at B&H Photo, but this flash sale ends today. We're talking about the configuration with an 18-core CPU and 20-core GPU, plus 48 gigabytes of RAM. That's a serious machine at a serious discount. And if you're tired of that Microsoft 365 subscription bleeding your bank account every month, Macworld has the answer. You can snag a lifetime Microsoft Office license for just $44.97. That's down from the regular $219. No monthly fees, no renewals, ever. That deal runs through May 31st. Same goes for a Windows 11 Pro license at just $9.97 if you've got an older PC you want to refresh.